them for the great job they do or how they think of all the different angles and things that I miss. But Darren McBreen remembered a clip, and if you can bring Darren in here, because he'll probably know the date, but this was when Trump was still running, if memory serves, but he was the nominee, and they were going completely ape. And Newt Gingrich said something that was 100% true. That's what frustrates me about Newt Gingrich. He's ultra smart, ultra aware, incredible speaker, but he used to work for Nelson Rockefeller and others, and when the globalists want, he'll go along with them. Yeah, they found the article, March 4th, 2016. Gingrich, establishment scared of Trump because he didn't belong to the secret society. Darren remembered that he had said that. And see, I was right. It was back during the campaign. I guess he wasn't even the nominee yet. But the fact that Gingrich said that, I just add the proviso that you can't trust Gingrich, except when he's telling you the truth 98% of the time. It's some of the best info out there. But then occasionally he'll pull a little globalist stuff. But that's a side issue. I should have just got right to the meat and potatoes. Darren remembered that, and that ties into all of this right now, because that's why the globalists don't like Trump. He is his own guy. He isn't in a good old boys club. When he's not hanging out with his family, he's hanging out with his wife, or if he's not married, a woman. And he likes to hang out with blue-collar workers and eat hamburgers, literally on his construction sites. And he's just a blue-collar billionaire who is about sticking it to the elites. And he's never been in their club. He's never done it in their cabals. He's never joined their big groups. And he came out during the campaign and said, I've paid off all these people. And it's legal, but it's wrong. And I know how to turn things back on. They have been screwing the country over. These people are all bought and paid for. I'm an independent. I will take the controls off that have been screwing you. And Gingrich made that point back in March of a year and a half ago or longer. We should flash back that article and retweet it. Remember when Gingrich said Trump wasn't part of a secret society? Because that's the secret to Trump. He is his own guy. Does it mean he's perfect? No. And let me tell you something before I play this clip. The fact that they've gotten him to send major heavy weapons to the Russian border, they've basically doubled what was there under Obama, and they put U.S. special operations all over the Russian border, and they're massing Marines, and they've got the head of the Marine Corps close to the Russian border saying there's 300 Marines here today, there may be 3,000 next week. We're probably going to have a war with Russia. And that is all the neocons and the Democrats making this Russia thing up, desperate to keep us from getting all those Russian resources. Russia's perfect. They've got more resources than Africa. Make me their slave, mount my head on the wall politically. I'm not going to put up with it. And the globalists had the New York Times 14 months ago say, globalism doesn't exist. It's made up. Donald Trump supporters are insane. Alex Jones is a liar. Until 2 days ago, they said, okay, globalism's real. Trump is the fox in the globalist henhouse. Our technocracy is imploding. That is success. And thanks to Drudge Report and others, we're here because I can track it. It was, I mean, just 10 years ago, no one would talk about it. But Drudge would link to some of our articles about Bilderberg, and the media would flip out, and then George Norrie would have me on. And I'd do hundreds of local radio interviews to get the word out. So I'm just giving credit where it's due in the history of this. We have come so far. And then now, meanwhile, we've got top linked on drudgereport.com, the reports that Watson's got from congressional sources and others and other journalists that have proven they've got their ear to the ground, that there was some type of conspiracy talking about physically taking the Trump out. Now the FBI agents admit that they deleted the messages. There's texts where they talk about deleting them. This is explosive. And I got to tell Roger Stone something. Roger, I'm worried about what these cornered rats are going to do. In my own gut level, but also spiritually, intellectually, the kind of internet of souls here, I pick up Danger Will Robinson. Yes, we're winning. It's gone from the wheels going off the Russia canard to it exploding like a truck bomb. But these people never give up. I think we're about to see, I think the president's in danger. I think we all are. They might set a nuke off. I mean, there's God knows what this rogue state's going to be. And I just think it's time to take the gloves off, something we privately talked about that I know the president discussed.
Thursdays are a drag on VH1.
Are you ready to go for the gold? My most legendary queens return to battle for the crown. It's All-Star season.
Time to take the gloves off, something we probably talked about that I know the president had discussed. I don't know if we can get into this, but, you know, if they really make a move, I mean, we're already kicking their ass financially. We're already winning, you know, but they want to turn the table over. We can't let them do that. What are we going to do, Roger?
No, Alex, I think you're absolutely right. Look, as we have said here at InfoWars for some time, the entrenched political establishment had a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, and yes, a plan D. Plan A was the Electoral College and a recount. That failed. Plan B was the phony Russian collusion claim and the appointment by a rogue acting attorney general, Rod Rosenstein, of a rogue special prosecutor. And now his entire inquiry has been stripped bare and exposed as the partisan...
James Comey under fire today for changing his speech in the Clinton email case. An early draft of what he was going to say said, quote, there is evidence to support a conclusion that Secretary Clinton and others used the email server in a manner that was grossly negligent with respect to the handling of classified information. Remember that, grossly negligent.
Well, then he ultimately, Steve, removed gross negligence to scold Hillary as extremely careless. So what's the significance here? Under federal law, gross negligence can be punished criminally.
Does it matter, Judge? He's here, Fox News senior judicial analyst. I'd asked that question generically, but you showed up.
No,
so
but you also asked that question a year and a half ago when all this came out, and almost a year and a half ago in July of 2016. July 5, James Comey surprises everybody with a surprise announcement. He's number 3 in the Justice Department, but he's not letting his bosses decide. He has decided Hillary Clinton will not be prosecuted because she was extremely careless rather than intentional with respect to the manner in which she failed to safeguard state secrets on her email system, her private server.
Right.
Well, this is the rare federal statute that doesn't require the government to prove intent. This statute, the government can get a conviction if you are grossly negligent. So I ask you, and I ask anybody watching us now who understands the English language, which is everybody watching us, what is the difference between grossly negligent and extremely careless? Nothing. They mean the same thing. James Comey thought he could pull a fast one on the American people by using a slightly less offensive sounding term, extremely careless, and thereby exonerate her. But legally, it's the same thing. She looked the other way, knowing that state secrets were available for people to hack and that they, in fact, were hacked.
What is it, to sell his book? I mean, why does this come out
well,
now?
The New York Police Department has confirmed that Hillary Clinton covered up Weiner's pedophilia, though Comey stated that there was nothing of value on that laptop. The New York Police Department has confirmed that Hillary Clinton covered up Weiner's pedophilia, though Comey stated that there was nothing of value on that laptop. As the Daily Wire reports, quote, New York Police Department detectives and sources working an underage child pornography case against Anthony Weiner confirmed the laptop seized from the former congressman contains proof that Hillary Clinton knew he was engaging in a long sexual relationship with a minor, but did not intervene to alert any state or federal authorities to protect the 15-year-old. While Clinton was busy campaigning to be the first female U.S. president with Weiner's wife and aide Uma Abedin, he was at home sending the 15-year-old online porn and divulging his rape fantasies to the girl. Is Comey's firing due to his help in covering up pedophilia, or even his own participation in pedophilia? A letter from Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein cites Comey's handling of the Clinton investigation. Now, he says that Comey should not have closed the Clinton investigation without further action. Rosenstein stated, quote, I cannot defend the director's handling...